worst part of this thing is that I get it. I understand that, I'm overseas for long periods of time, out of contact for weeks, sometimes months. Always wondering if I'm gonna come home alive. I mean, who wants to live like that, right? She needed somebody.
See, that's just it. Half the guys in this room, we signed up for this, to take care of our women. And each and every one of them ends up screwing around.
Please, don't interrupt.
Tell me, Doc, are you married? You ever sleep around on your husband?
Actually, Sergeant, no, I'm not married.
Figures.
My husband died in action 3 years ago in Afghanistan. But that's beside the point. What we're trying to do in these meetings is try and move past it all and start new and healthy relationships.
What about Major Kendricks?
Married 17 years. And how many kids?
3 kids, Sergeant. 10, 14, 16. All girls.
Wow. And see, that's harsh. I guess even the best of them turn on you sometimes, Doc.
Sergeant Davis. Sergeant Davis, what about you?
Not today.
The Marines have been told to comb the mosque for weapons, and as they do, the firing starts.
What's up, Mike? Just checking in on you, man. Haven't heard from you in a while. I'm starting to worry about you. You're a great girl, but you're both gone. I don't know what I'm saying.
What do you want from me? This is completely out of my control. You do realize that.
I want you to fight it. Call somebody, write a letter to your CO, anything. This is bullshit. I can't do this again.
I can't do anything about this. I'm a Marine. I go where they tell me to go. That's it.
Yeah, just like always. The Marine Corps before your family.
Yeah, it was tough at first. I mean, real tough. I've been in the military my whole life. I've seen enough death to make any man insane. But none of that ever mattered because I had her. I come home to those soft hands, the smell of her hair. I just forgot about it all. That's what I miss the most. Walking through that front door for the first time. It was like we were kids again. But the last time I came home, she wasn't waiting for me. For 17 years, she waited for me to walk through that door. But not that day.
Sergeant Davis, where are you going? These sessions are meant to help you. You don't have to talk, but you do have to listen for the entire session.
You show my boy a few tricks? Davis, right?
All right, guys. Well, it's good to see everybody again. So, who has anything they would like to share? Thank you for joining us today, Sergeant. I was just asking the group who would like to start.
If no one else wants to go, I can start. My wife didn't leave me. She didn't take my kids, run into the arms of another man like Kendrick's wife. And she never lied. She never cheated like Jeffrey's wife. She was perfect. She was everything I ever imagined wanting in a woman. We had a kid too, a great kid. He was 9 years old. James. He loved soccer, man. You should have seen him play. Those two were my whole world. And I killed them. I killed both of them. This isn't easy for me, Ma. But it's all I've got.
You've got us, Mike. I'm here. Your son is here. We're not a family unless you're here too.
Don't lay this guilt trip on me. It's the same thing every time. I gotta go, I'm sorry, but that's just how it is.
That sounds like you made your decision. I'm taking James to my mother's.
That's fine. That's wonderful, Mel. Run away to mommy's again.
Say bye to your dad.
Hey, tough guy. Come here. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? When the ambulance arrived, there was nothing they could do. They told me the car slept on the wet pavement, and they spun off into the ravine. Melanie died. Instantly. They found my son. He was alive. For a little while, he was alive. I haven't been able to tell anyone. Nobody understands that you live your whole life for these two people. And they are taken away from you in a flash. Blame the war. Or blame the military. But in the end, you know it's your fault. So I was sitting at home alone last night, trying to build up the guts to pull the trigger. I've killed so many men. I mean, what's one more, right? But playing soccer with your son reminded me so much of playing with my own boy. I thought for a minute that I would be okay. That everything was gonna be okay. And if that's all I have to wake up to in the morning, fine. I mean, at least that's something.
Sergeant Davis, don't you want to talk about it?
I think that's enough for one day, Doc.
Well, the runway rushed up at him as he felt the wheels touch down. Stood out on the blacktop, took a taxi into town. He got out down on Main Street, went into a local bar, bought a drink and he found a seat in the corner in the dark. Well, she called up her mama to make sure the kids were out of the house. She checked herself out in the dining room mirror and undid an extra button on her blouse. He felt her lying next to him when the clock said 4 a.m. He was staring at the ceiling, he couldn't move his hands. Oh, mama, 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 come quick. I got the shakes and I'm gonna be sick. Throw your arms around me in the cold dark night. Hey now, mama, don't shut out the lights. Don't you 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 shut out the lights.